nestled among the peaks of the rock. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Norman Powell. Nurkic is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Jones in at the 3. And for the Nuggets, Michael Porter's out there at Bol. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Jokic in at the center. Now here's Powell. Back to Lillard. Pass to Kanter. Shot clock at 5. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Jokic. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And it's Lillard missing.
That's just a lucky break for D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Count that bucket.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now, here's Lillard. Inside, and stolen by Murray. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him. It's good.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Barton against Powell. Shoots over Barton, and it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two. Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start. And Jusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. But, hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing. This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Here's Nurkic after the Nuggets pick up 2. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Lillard missing.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter. Settling for shots. He'd be better off passing up.
Here's Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Lillard. 1:31 left here in the opening quarter. From deep three-point range, they get the rebound. And it's sent back by Jokic. It's stolen by Jones, and Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Zach Collins checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Kanter. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Now here is McGee, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. McGee, the pass to Rivers. On the wing, Morris. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Rivers finds Gordon. Back to Rivers. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Gordon. The 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. And now Portland on the break.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet. And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Morris passes to Gordon. Now here's Rivers. The pass to McGee. Shot clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Rivers. Second chance shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
At this point of his career, McGee knows who he is. A hustler, an energy guy who uses his athleticism to his advantage.
Both free throws good from McGee. 8 seconds left to play in the first. McCollum right side. And so it's Denver holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And thanks to their outstanding defense. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his effort.
I think it comes from being in a...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
Jermichael Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Rivers in its shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Rivers dishes to Millsap. Over in the corner, Green. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots it. Second shot opportunity. And the wide open shot from Morris. His three-pointers off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Lillard. No good there.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
And he lays in the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Lillard against Morris. Anthony kicks to Lillard. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Lillard's got 6 points.
Well, it's easy to appreciate Lillard. Fantastic at powering through the D and nailing the shots.
Morris passes to Gordon. Here's Rivers. Off target with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 6. Feeds to Collins. It's hauled in by Gordon. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Tries again. And Green puts it in. Green's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Pass to Simons. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green for the Nuggets. Jokic, he's checked in for Millsap. And Murray subbed in for Monte Morris. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Enes Kanter's checked in for Collins. And Jones subbed in for Robert Covington.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Murray, good. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason, honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Lillard attacking, and goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Bowl, he's checked in for Green. Michael Porter comes in for Aaron Gordon, and Barton subbed in for Austin Rivers. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Enes Kanter. Zach Collins comes in for Derek Jones. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Anfernee Simons. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. Pass to Bowl. Back to Murray. Porter against Anthony. The tray. And again, Denver no good. Trailblazers trail by 7. Kicks it out to Collins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jokic.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Barton outside. Here's Bowl. The Nuggets with another miss. The Trailblazers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
It's not going to be easy, but they've come this far. I mean, they're right here.
Jokic kicks to Barton. Jokic passes to Barton. Wide open look here for Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And that's now 10 points for Jamal Murray.
And Murray is so deadly with the catch and shoot, Jay. When the D isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with him.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Denver.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Denver was looking great right away. An exceptional game plan helped them open with a 12 to 4. And that'll do.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
We've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter is out there with Jones. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lillard in at the 5. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
Denver leading by 4. Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam. And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. For 3, Murray. Here's Jokic. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Jokic has got 6.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Powell finds Lillard. Back to Powell. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his struggles tonight.
The finish. Murray, no good.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington comes in for Cantor. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Now here's Powell. The 15-footer, and that's good off the glass that time. He has 6.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Here's Rivers. Powell with the steal. One-on-one here for the tie. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, he joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. Now he's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Here's what Denver's going with right now. JaVale McGee comes in for Green, and it's Aaron Gordon in for Michael Porter. Millsap, look at that.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Collins passes to Hollis Jefferson. Up and in from the low block.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Rivers passes to Morris. Kicks it to Millsap. Back to Morris. Makes it off the glass. Morris has got his first points of the night.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
McCollum outside. Buries it from three-point range. McCollum's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers. Morris outside. And it's McGee atop the key. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
Well, that's where McGee makes his living. On the interior, it makes them a much more effective offense when he's able to contribute in the painted area.
Cullen passes to Giant. Rivers with it. He's picked up by Collins. It's deflected. Gordon kicks to Morris. A three-pointer off the mark. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Anthony right side. McCollum outside. Hollis Jefferson passes to Giles. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taking on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
Here's Morris, and he uses the glass on the layup. Morris has got his second bucket. Three-quarters of play in a close game here. The Nuggets on top, up 1. And we'll have the start. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Bull in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Barton, and it's Denver scoring again. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Lillard with it. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Free throw good, Damian Lillard.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Nurkic dishes to Cantor. And finished off by Nurkic.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Barton finds Jokic. Misses the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Lillard with no one around. And the 3 off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Barton, the kick out to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. A 3-ball. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Out to the wing. Jones, the pass to Cantor. Lillard dishes to Powell. Back to Lillard. Here's the 3. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know it's cash.
Pass to Barton. He kicks it to Bull. Back to Barton. To halt the run. That one doesn't drop. Trailblazers leading by 7. Lillard from outside, but they recover it. Outside, Jones. In the corner, Powell with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cantor trying to free himself up. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Murray against Lillard. From downtown. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Lillard outside. Nurkic the pass to Jones. Powell kicks to Jones. Here's Powell. Shot from 12. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. 1:50 left to play here in the 4th. And again, Denver no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Cantor in the corner. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Nurkic against Jokic. Barton in the corner. Back to Jokic. We've got 1:13 left in the 4th quarter. Good. 1:09 left here in the 4th quarter. Now Lillard from deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. And the pass to Jokic. There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. No, it doesn't go. His 4th miss in 8 attempts. The Trailblazers on offense. They're on a 15-4 run right now. The shot by Powell, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. And Portland has possession. McCollum passes to Simons. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Green taking his time here. Shoots the three. Misses. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
nestled among the peaks of the Rocky Mountains. We're in the beautiful... Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for Denver, Jokic is out there at Bol. Then there's Murray. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Porter in at the small forward. Now here's Marjanovic. Outside Hardaway. Over in the corner, Doncic. Offline with his 3. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. That's good from Porter on the assist by Jokic. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Porter outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Porter with the steal. The drive by Jokic. Up and in on the layup.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 250 pounds. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
Now here's Porzingis. Pass to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. And Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here is Porter for 3. Murray. The rebound by Marjanovic. And they're moving it up. Here's Finney-Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
And where Finney-Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney-Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Paul Millsap is checked in for Bol. Gordon comes in for Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Barton. And then for Dallas, Nelly is checked in for Marjanovic. Josh Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The Nuggets making a switch here. Rivers checked in.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
To the middle, here's Jokic, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Dallas gets called for the foul.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Gordon, with no one around, tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Doncic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got 9.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
And here's Gordon from outside. The Nuggets with a new 14. And the shot goes in. 6 points for him.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And there's the pass to Nelly. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 1.
You know, even when the defense is a little handsy, Gordon is a pro at completing these drives.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 9. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Green, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Richardson, good.
Yeah, the shot from Richardson looks smooth and effortless. His team did a nice job setting him up there.
Back to Millsap. There's the triple. The shot comes out. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Pass to Morris. Outside Gordon. Off target from outside.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Doncic right side. Plays it up and banks it in. Doncic has got 13.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
Morris. Oh, throws the buzzer-beating dunk. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, Richardson is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. Here's Murray. And Green slams it in.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Here's Finney Smith. Another 3 for Dallas.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Martin from outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Martin's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Richardson. Feeds it to Cauley Stein. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
No coverage that time. Finney Smith's got 8.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Mavericks leading by 10. To the paint. Here's Cauley Stein. And Bull pulls it down. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Barton, no luck. Dallas has gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Cauley Stein finds Richardson, and it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Hardaway passes to Richardson. Passes it to Marjanovic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
And Porter, here we go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Up again. Tries yet again. Morris dishes to Gordon. Rivers gets a wide open look. Gordon. It's good on the putback.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 13. Hardaway, no good.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Here's Jokic. 6 points for him. Over Porzingis. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Jokic.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Back to Hardaway. Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hardaway has got himself on the board with 3 there.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Back to Rivers. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Millsap misses. Dallas leading by 7. Runs in the pass to Melly. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Boy, that's a recipe for disaster, fellas. Allowing Doncic to get comfortable from this area, forget about it.
Morris looking over the floor. Denver the rebound, and the second chance effort by Gordon.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Can't connect from long distance. And so it's Dallas heading to the bench with... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He ended up with 15 points. And that'll about...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Will Barton. Michael Porter's out there with Bull. Then there's Murray. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle.
Barton is at his very best when he's attacking the basket. He's the most effective slasher.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Fires it up. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Here's Doncic. Denver getting their last shot to go.
Oh, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked. Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
And finished off by Porter.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Pass to finish Smith. Lets it go from deep. They get it again. Marjanovic. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Nuggets have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Murray, no good.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Doesn't go that time. And the Nuggets going the other way.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Green's checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. And it's Richardson in for Hardaway. Here's what Denver's going with right now. Gordon's checked in for Porter. Austin Rivers comes in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Murray. And the dunk by Powell.
Got to give it up for Powell now. I mean, he excels at rising off the ground to punch home these alley-oops.
Now, here is Morris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Finney-Smith. 10 points for him. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold. And anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
And it's the Mavericks on the break. That's a 2 from Powell. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Green. Finished off the break. Green's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And we talk often about Bull's scoring ability, but they're nice dime from the big fella.
The pass to Finney-Smith from outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Bull's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Rivers. Powell pulls it in. Richardson the pass to Brunson. It's blocked. Kicks it out to Richardson. Pass to Marjanovic. Another shot. Denver grabs the miss. 17 seconds left in the third. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Here's Brunson. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
There's Porter with the 3, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Mavericks lead by 3. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. We've got Luka Doncic, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Jalen Brunson. And there's Porzingis, and it's Marjanovic in at the power forward position. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Now, here is Morris. To the inside, Jokic. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
Deep 2 from Murray. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. Puts up a 3. It doesn't go for him. Now Denver takes it the other way. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Morris.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Doncic finds Brunson. And here's Porzingis. Passes it to Doncic. 5 to shoot. But they get it back. It's hauled in by Jokic.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Mavericks leading by 5. Count it.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Now Doncic on the wing, Hardaway. Hits it from three-point range. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Now here is Morris. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Bol, he's checked in for Millsap, and Barton subbed in for Jamal Murray. Hardaway with a wide open look. It's good from long range. Hardaway has got 6 in the quarter.
Hardaway Jr. rises and fires with great confidence from there.
Morris against Doncic. Shot on the wing. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
So it's Denver now, following the score by Dallas. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of risk.
That free throw good from Morris. Mavericks leading by 6. Doncic with it. To Porzingis. Now here's Marjanovic. Doncic outside. The pass to Hardaway. From deep three-point range, they get the rebound. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. Out to Hardaway. Shot clock reset for Dallas. Finney Smith. Here's Marjanovic. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Here's Doncic. Michael Porter making his last shot. Doncic passes to Finney Smith. The shot's good. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pass to Barton. Bounce pass for Morris. Here's Jokic. The putback. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Monte Morris. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
And, you know, with Porzingis, the potential is really exciting. I mean, with his size and skill set, I think he's got a chance to be a dominant force for a long time.
Now here's Redick. Shoots from the baseline. From deep. And the three ball is good.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For great Then it's Paul George, and it's Zubac in at the 5. And for the Nuggets, they've got Nikola Jokic. Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then there's Bull, and it's Porter. And at the 3, the small forward. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season. In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And PG, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can. Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Pass to Bull. Floats it up for Jokic. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
Leonard kicks to Beverly. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Denver the other way. The drive by Jokic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
From deep, George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
0 for 3 now in the early going, just a little bit out of sync.
And that one drops for him.
Well, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
There's the pass to George.
Oh, my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
Stolen by Zubac. Inside, and stolen by Murray. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Floats it up for Jokic. Batum with the steal. George with the ball. Now guarded by Barton. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Murray surveying the D. Good on the shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here is George. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Filing to try and stop the shot, but PG-13 with terrific body control makes him pay.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Bull. Gordon comes in for Michael Porter. Rivers, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Back to Morris. On the wing, Gordon. To the middle. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Gordon.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And here's Morris for 3. Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. It's a three-point game. And Jokic gets it to go. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Rondo with the ball. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Gordon. And the layup falls.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Here's Leonard. McGee with the block. Gordon against Kennard.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Stolen by Rivers. Fast break, here they come. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Leonard finds Rondo. That one's off. Still out of sync. Pass to Rivers. On the wing, Gordon. With one on the clock. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been down.
Selfless. I mean, you need to pure.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Nuggets, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
Here are the five the Clippers have to start the second. They've got Rajon Rondo. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the small forward position. Big group substitution here for Denver. Bowl, he's checked in for Millsap. Porter comes in for Gordon. Martin's checked in for Austin Rivers. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. And then for Los Angeles, Batum comes in for Morris. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Porter, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Porter's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Passes to man. Now Zubac. Here's man. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. A second chance effort. Zubac finds Beverley. And that's off the glass and in.
Right in Beverly's wheelhouse, finding space. Quick release off the catch. Money.
Pass to Barton. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Now the pass to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Barton against Kennard. Kicks it to Beverley. That one falls.
I love this about Patrick Beverley. He's just a fighter. He's never going to back down.
Murray outside. Outside, Porter. Pass to Jokic. Pulls it up. Here's Bull. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. And the Nuggets lead by 17.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. Beverly's got 6 points in the quarter.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 8 points.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Here's Ibaka. Leonard kicks to George. From the arc. And it's Leonard missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Ibaka. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Millsap. Up the floor. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Here's Leonard. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
Outside Gordon. Back to Morris. 27 seconds left in the first half of the game. Count it. Good.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Leonard attacking. McGee with the block. Batum with the steal. Here's George. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
And that's going to be a travel. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with the night. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the show.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to... And, fellas, Jamal Murray is an out-and-out scorer. Running off screens or off the bounds. And that's a wrap.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Bull in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
That's a solid blueprint. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Leonard inside. He's covered by Murray. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 6.
Finally getting one to fall. They were 0 for 3 to start this half.
On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Leonard. Murray against Beverly. Murray, good.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. Passes it to Zubac. Fires from deep. Beverly against Murray. And it's Beverly missing.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
LA has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Leonard. Rebound by the Nuggets. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Here's Barton. That shot off. Great D that time from Leonard. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Denver making a switch here. Green's checked in. Morris with the ball. Now Green defending. And the Clippers miss again. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Here's Jokic. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
And George, here we go. It's good.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Now here's Murray. Porter in the corner. Zubac against Jokic. And the rejection by Zubac. And now the Clippers on the break. George with the ball. And an intentional foul right there. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Kennard finds Jackson. Here's Ibaka. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Ibaka's got his first basket.
This is the kind of physical play we saw from Ibaka early in his career. We're seeing it again now.
Bounce pass from Morris. To the paint. Makes it off the glass. Morris has got 6.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The burst of Jackson makes him a hard guy to stick with and difficult not to foul him.
Jackson hits both of them. 1:21 left in the third quarter.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Morris into the lane, and he uses the glass on the layup. Morris has got 4 this quarter. LA has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Outside Jackson. He kicks to Cousins. Now the dish to Ibaka. Fade away, and good that time.
One of the best passes at the center position. Just another way Cousins affects scoring.
Rivers in the corner. Back to Morris. Denver passing it around. Gordon inside. No good on that one. Nice D from Cousins. For Los Angeles, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far. The Nuggets leading by 22. Here's Morris. Gordon, the pass to McGee. Morris kicks to Rivers. Morris looking over the floor. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 10.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
For 3, Gordon. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Denver finishing the quarter up by a... And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Denver shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the 3 spot. Murray, the pass to Green.
Jermichael Green, undrafted out of Alabama, played in the D-League and France, but he solidified himself as a quality NBA big man.
Denver making a switch here. Barton is checked in. And both free throws good for Green. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. Dishes to Patterson. Out to Morris. To the right side. Shot clock at 5. Rondo with it. Now guarded by Porter. Porter with the steal. Now Murray. That's tipped.
Just a great job of timing on the block from Patterson.
Rondo against Green. And the shot goes down.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
The Nuggets on offense. Murray the pass to Porter. Barton the bounce pass. Here's Bol. No good on the triple. And Los Angeles guys shooting just 34% from the floor. Here's Patterson. The shot, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Barton outside. Bol kicks to Porter. Pulls it from 20. Off the left rim and out.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Love Rondo down there on the block. Nice move to catch the D off guard.
And he makes the first. Jokic has checked in for Denver. And then for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Leonard comes in for Morris. And George is subbed in for Kennard. And it's Jokic in the corner. Murray for 3. He doesn't hit that one. Rondo with some nice D. And stolen by Barton. Jokic with it. George picks him up. Murray outside. There's Porter with the 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Porter dishes to Barton. Porter kicks to Murray. Three-pointer.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Barton passes to Porter.
You look at Kawhi's work ethic on defense. He's perfected the art.
And he banks in the layup.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Denver leading by 20. And here is Murray. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. Jokic against Zubac. Jokic inside. Shooting foul. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
They've shared the load offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Rondo passes to Zubac. Here's George. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Murray finds Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. It's Porter outside. Jokic on the follow.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nuggets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jokic.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Jokic, great positioning on the putback.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And it's good for 2.
Proving how dangerous he is. Give George these looks, and he'll knock him down.
The clock now can just run out for the Nuggets. Porter finds Murray. Back to Porter. Rondo against Murray. From deep. Misses the shot. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
This from earlier on, the Nuggets getting off the team bus.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. We've got Will Barton. Hole is out there with Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point. And for the Trailblazers, they've got Giles, Damian Lillard out there with Powell. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And Portland has possession following the three-point attempt by Jokic. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Nurkic.
There's a quiet intensity that Jokic plays with, especially on defense. Made that shooter a little bit nervous.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays. You know, not many guys can change pace on the dribble the way Lillard does it. Just phenomenal.
Lillard against Murray. It's tipped, and the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Jokic, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Kicks it out to Jones. Jokic with the steal. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Well, Jokic with great anticipation there, one of his better qualities as a passing big.
Lillard outside. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Down low, here's Giles.
And you watch Ball on the defensive end, boy, he's got a lot of potential, especially as he adds strength to that frame.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long. He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Lillard with it. Over Murray. Lillard with the bucket.
Man, both on balance and on point. Damian working through that mid-range area now.
Murray outside. And again, Denver no good. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Lillard missing. Denver's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Floats it up for Murray. Powell with the steal. Three-pointer, Lillard. Here's Giles. Kicks it out to Lillard. Powell, the pass to Lillard. Good on the triple. Lillard's got 7 points in the game. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Murray finds Jokic, shoots over Nurkic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Barton.
Well, people try to be aggressive with Jokic, but it doesn't bother him much on that kind of possession.
Powell with it, out guarded by Barton. Back to Lillard. Nurkic dishes to Powell. Lillard against Murray. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Off target with his 3.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Here's Porter with the tip. It's good on the putback.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 9. Kicks it out to Jones. There's the pass to Giles. He feeds it to Lillard. That one goes. Count it.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Barton outside. Pass to Jokic from past the arc. That one, no good. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I got into...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Morris. Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Rivers, and it's Gordon in at the small forward. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Cantor also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
Morris outside. Millsap trying to get open. Kicks it out to Gordon. The three doesn't go for him.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington for the Trailblazers. Collins comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Powell in for C.J. McCollum. And Denver also making a switch. Green's checked in. Now here's Rivers. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Green, no luck.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Collins kicks to Cantor. Back to Anthony. Cantor, the pass to Collins. Here's Simons, covered by Morris. 5 on the clock. Elbow shot. And it's Simons missing. The Nuggets trail by 7. Kicks it out to Gordon. Morris outside. And another miss by Denver. Portland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Simons, covered by Morris.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Rivers gets a wide open look. Millsap, no good, shot missing. And it's Portland the other way. Passes it to Simons, to the middle. Here's Cantor, outside Collins. Out to the right wing. And it's Simons missing.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Millsap misses. Trailblazers leading by 7. Here's Collins. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Anthony can't hit.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
They need this one. And Green with the lay-in.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now here's Powell. Pass to Simons. Sinks the three-pointer. Simons has got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on one of them.
Gordon finds Morris. From deep three-point range, Portland grabs the miss. Cantor's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Simons. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Here's Morris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Enes Kanter.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Here's Nurkic. He's checked in for Kanter. Giles comes in for Collins. Jones checked in for Anthony. And it's Damian Lillard in for Bernie Simon. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Millsap. Cole comes in for JaMychal Green. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Will Barton in for Rivers. And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. It's Bol, top of the key. Lets it go with a 3. And another miss by Denver. It's his first trip to the line.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
Think about just how much focus Lillard has every year about his drive to be one of the best guards in the league. Whether it's recognized or not by an all-star appearance really doesn't have an impact on how he approaches the game.
And Jones sends it back, and it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Porter. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and that's
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Now McCollum following Will Barton's three-point attempt. That's a 2 from Lillard. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And how aggressive has he been on the offensive end? Over half the team's points have been his.
Murray the pass to Porter. Murray kicks to Barton. Puts up a 3. And that one is off. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Kicks it out to Covington for 3. Barton with the rebound.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
From 12 feet out. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Jokic has got 6 points.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator. You think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons. Actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Murray for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding. A tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out on a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game. Little, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And then for Denver, Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Bull. Gordon comes in for Porter. And it's Rivers in for Barton.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Outside Gordon. The 15-footer. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Jones for 3. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Rivers. And that one goes long. Trailblazers leading by 11. Lillard way outside. Nurkic dishes to Covington. Jones the pass to Little. Jones kicks to Little. Lillard from outside. The shot will not fall. And it's Denver the other way. 1:21 left to play in the third. From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got the lead up to 14 now for Portland.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Green against Covington. Will it go? And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
Well, I not only like the attack, but I love the angle of attack from Jamal Murray that time.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Nuggets also changing it up. JaVale McGee comes in for Jokic. And Paul Millsap is subbed in for Green. A three from McCollum. The offensive rebound. The pass to Simons. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And McCollum is good for three. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, that one seemed to be just outside the building. McCollum showing off his deep range.
Pass to Rivers. And here's Gordon. Now Millsap. He's guarded by Collins. Millsap passes to Rivers. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Simons, the pass to McCollum. At the elbow, Collins. And he misses his first shot of the game. Gordon deciding where to go with it. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Portland. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. We've got Gordon. Rivers out there with Monte Morris. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Trailblazers leading by 13. Here's Powell. Outside Collins. Back to Powell. Stolen by Rivers. And even 3-on-3 break. McGee against Collins. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Now here's Anthony. Here's Simons. Powell for three. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Rivers has got his 4th rebound in this one. Morris finds Rivers. Back to Morris. Passes it to Rivers. Morris, left side. McGee, bounce pass. Lock at 6. Over Giles. McGee's shot is off. And so here's Portland. Powell for 3. Left side Collins. Here's Simons. He's guarded by Rivers. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Millsap misses. Trailblazers leading by 11. Collins passes to Simons. Back to Collins. To the paint. Here's Giles. Defended by Gordon. Here's Powell. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 13. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
Yeah, you like when Jokic is this active on the defensive end. More blocks, please.
Porter, no luck, and that's a foul called on Bol Bol. That's his first foul. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And a deep three from Lillard. And Bol pulls it down.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side. The D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Lillard from outside drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 21.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Back to Murray. Outside Porter. Porter can't get that one to fall.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Damian Lillard.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Lillard again missing. Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Barton, wide open, he fires. The rebound by Giles. Jones against Porter. There's the triple. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Jones. And the Trailblazers lead by 17. There's Porter with the three. And it's Portland with the rebound. Jones kicks to Lillard. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Nurkic the pass to Jones. And here's McCollum for three. And Bol pulls it down. Martin from outside. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. Nurkic dishes to McCollum. Outside, Jones. Three-pointer, Lillard. That one's not going to go. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that Their fans are ready, and if this shot from earlier is any...
Hey, Kevin, the map...
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. JaVale McGee is out there at Bowl. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Porter at the 2 guard. And for the Mavericks, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr., Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis. And it's Marjanovic in at the 4. Now here's Richardson. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about the height and the length and the athleticism of Kristaps Porzingis? Barely has to jump to throw that down.
Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Lays it up off the glass.
Amazing when you're 7'3" with great instincts. You create an opportunity to get the putback. Nice work, Kristaps Porzingis.
Now here's Porter. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. No good with the triple. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Here's Porzingis. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Porzingis has got 6.
Boy, how comfortable is KP in the mid-range? Porzingis, what touch.
Outside Porter. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
Well, just terrific anticipation to force the turnover and ignite the break.
Now here's Porter. They need this. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
On the high post. And it's Doncic missing. For Denver, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. With the floater, Porter, no luck.
Just 1 made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Here's Hardaway. And it's Denver with the rebound. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the call on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Doncic, and Hardaway gets it to go. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And, Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right
now. No, we don't do that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. High Powell.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Murray outside. Can't hit that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Brunson with a clean look. Here's Powell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
This is a smart kid who works hard, right? I mean, Powell draws the foul, gets to the line. Nicely done, young man.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the 2nd round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Hardaway, no good. The Nuggets trail by 6. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Murray against Brunson. And the wide open shot from Redick. Offensive rebound.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. For 3, Murray. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Back to Brunson. In the corner, Powell with it. Redick passes to Powell. Outside Hardaway. He got it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 3. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Richardson is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. The Nuggets trail by 3. Rivers gets a wide open look. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Powell with it, picked up by Rivers. Here's Brunson, plenty of space. The shot missing. And the Nuggets going the other way. Jumps up, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Appreciate the hustle from Millsap there. Leaking out well and getting to the right spot.
And here's Richardson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Over to the left wing. Offensive rebound. Right wing. Here's Melly. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Rivers with it. Launches a 3. Got a hand on it. Here's the break. Here's Richardson. Pass to Powell. Here's Brunson. Powell trying to free himself up. Here's Finney-Smith from deep three-point range. Green with the rebound. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Rivers has got the ball.
Austin Rivers, opportunistic in transition. That's what happens when you sprint the floor.
The Mavericks leading. Here's Brunson. Pass to Finney-Smith. And there's the pass to Melly. And the 3 off target.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you should miss.
Porter, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Lets it go with a 3. They'll get another chance.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Richardson for 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Rivers can't get it to go.
This guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Powell kicks to Richardson. Off target from three-point range.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Powell. Finney-Smith kicks to Brunson. 6 to shoot. Belly. Second chance shot. Kicks it out to Richardson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Zinkas is checked in for Dwight Powell. Marjanovic comes in for Nicolo Melli. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Jokic passes to Barton. He kicks it to Bol. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Scooped up. Back to Barton. Passes it to Jokic. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Stolen by McGee. Gordon dishes the Bol. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, Bol with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 15 seconds left now here in the second. Jokic against Doncic. McGee with the block. And they're able to recover. And the shot. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Win or lose, Kenny, the Mavericks. And that'll...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Bol is out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in its small forward. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Hardaway with a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Hardaway's got 5 now. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja. Both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Dallas. Inside. Doncic outside. To the inside. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Denver with a new 14. Here's Bol. Porzingis with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection.
Wow. Where did that come from?
Holy goodness.
That was beautiful. Doncic feeling it out. Another three for Dallas.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
The tray. And it's Jokic missing.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple. And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision, where he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Nelly is checked in for Dallas. The Nuggets also changing it up. Paul Millsap is checked in for Bull. JaMychal Green comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Jamal Murray in for Nikola Jokic. Outside Gordon. Back to Morris. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Morris looking over the floor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Nuggets have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Jokic has checked in for Denver. Cauley Stein finds Brunson. Hardaway from outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets. The defensive intensity must pick up. It hasn't been the same this half.
Jokic against Redick. Jokic kicks to Gordon. It's rebounded by Brunson.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Cauley Stein's shot is good. Cauley Stein's got 6.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
There's the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Powell's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Brunson. That 3 off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 17. Morris inside. Brunson covering. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Millsap.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Powell, no one around him. A 3-pointer, no good. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
And so it's Dallas, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Bogdanovic is out there with Doncic. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
3-pointer. And it's Jokic missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Hardaway for three. Denver grabs the miss. McGee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. There's Porter with the three. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
On the wing, Hardaway. No good on the three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's McGee with the jam.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Pass to Porzingis. Marjanovic with it, guarded by Porter. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Misses off the right iron. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Bull can't hit.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that. Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Billy Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jalen Brunson. And it's Richardson in for Hardaway. The Nuggets trail by 14. Porter finds Gordon. Knocked away. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Here's Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Count it.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Jokic against Doncic. And it's Jokic missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Porzingis passes to Richardson. Lets it fly from 18. Porzingis kicks to Richardson. The pass to Finney-Smith. Fires the three. Out to Doncic. Missed it. Even after all those chances. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
Richardson, good. 1:36 left in the fourth. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. No good from Finney-Smith. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. It's a 14-point game. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor. And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Mavericks.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit.
Oh, what a dunk! Out below!
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And stolen by Richardson. Now, here's Doncic. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Now, Jokic for the three. The shot, no good. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. So, David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for great. We are...
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Murray. Porter is out there with Bowl. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Jokic in at the 5. And for the Clippers, Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the shooting guard. Now here's Beverley. 7-foot shot. George finds Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Murray against Beverley. Denver gets it back. Jokic, no good. Now the Clippers with it. Pass to George. Back to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
So it's Denver now, after the Clippers pick up 2.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Here's Leonard. Batum, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, you can't forget about the long arms of Batum. I mean, I want to see him be more active on the offensive glass because he's capable.
Now Murray. Pulls up. They get it back. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. In the corner, George with it. Count the basket.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts. Clearly feeling it.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Beverley against Murray. Barton kicks to Bowl. For 3, Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Outside, George. And here's Leonard from 3. Jokic grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Chalk up 2 there.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Beverley against Murray. Here's George. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Bull, the pass to Porter. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league. How do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Catching up on the changes for Denver. JaVale McGee comes in for Jermichael Green, and it's Aaron Gordon in for Porter. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. Another shot, and it's good on the way in. Zubac has got 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Morris. Goes back up. In deep, McGee drops it in.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Kennard kicks to Morris. Back to Kennard. From deep. Morris passes to Zubac. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Rondo. Denver grabs the miss.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Back to Rivers. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Mann. 2 points. That one goes.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now, here is Morris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Rondo kicks to Zubac. No good on that one. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Rivers dishes to Gordon. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Millsap with the steal. And the pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And Gordon is a guy who is going to take advantage of these drives to the basket. Just feast on them. He's got a killer mindset.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwbacks.
Old school basketball. You know?
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Morris is out there with Rivers, and it's Gordon in at the small forward position.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Rondo looking around. And it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite too, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Denver making a switch here. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Millsap. Michael Porter comes in for Aaron Gordon. Will Barton, he's checked in for Austin Rivers. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Here's Rondo, following the basket by Jokic. Rondo drops in the layup for 2. Rondo's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, he's a bit of a rarity and maybe even a throwback when you look at Rondo and how being a smaller guard, he still is comfortable operating inside.
Now, here's Jokic. Back to Murray. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Beverly.
And what a struggle it has been yet to convert a single shot from the field.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got 5.
He can certainly stroke it from deep. The three-pointer is not a shot that George is going to pass up.
Rondo against Murray. Doesn't go for him. The Clippers go the other way with it. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Now here's Murray. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Jokic.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Rondo. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Fires the three. It's hauled in by George. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And that one's good. Beverly.
Like how Beverly takes on challenges. This guy's a pit bull in his competitiveness. Aggressive at shooting over the defense, even when they're all in it.
Now here's Murray. No good that time. Great D that time from Batum.
He's been an absolute non-factor.
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Marcus Morris subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Bol, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
And it's sent back by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Porter. And it's sent back by Morris. Leonard on the wing. Plenty of space. That one off the back iron and out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Porter, no luck. Los Angeles leading by 8. Zubac finds George. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. George has got 9 points in the quarter. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes it to Jokic. Shot to stop the run. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. From deep, George. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Porter, no luck. Here's Beverly. Banked in off the glass. Beverly's got his 2nd basket.
Yeah, you can't leave a lane to the basket available for Beverly, because if you do, he jumps on it quickly.
Paul George, he's been the guy. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6. And
happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Now, here is Morris. Over George, and the shot is long.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Good work there as it goes.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Zubac. Here's Batum, and the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And Batum throwing it down with ease.
Morris against Beverly. Morris passes to McGee. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Beverly. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And George with the stuff.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Rivers, they grab their own miss.
And, you know, rebounding is about knowing where the ball is going as well as pursuing it. And I like seeing him hit the offensive glass and go right back up with it.
Now, here's Beverly. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Beverly dishes to George. And the shot is good. George has got 19 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Leonard brings the double team. Gordon with no one around. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Jackson passes to Ibaka, and he banks in the layup. And the Clippers lead by 19.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
For 3, Murray. That shot off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Kennard. The pass to Mann. He feeds it to Patterson. Shoots the 3. Kennard's shot is off. The Nuggets trail by 19. Here's Barton. He dishes it to Bull. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Now, here's Kennard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Ibaka kicks to Kennard. From 10 feet out, another one falls for the Clippers.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Denver's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Barton finds Murray. Porter looking it over. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Los Angeles leading by 18. Ibaka, the pass to Mann. His three-pointers off the mark. Bull with it. Anderson on him. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
1 second left. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Clippers lead by 16. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in down. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. They've got Bowles. Green is out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the point guard position. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. Barton against George. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Murray against Beverly. Outside, Green. Barton finds Green. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Yep, that one goes in there.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
Beverly against Murray. From deep, Green. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Will Barton.
You know, a confident shooter who does a little of everything. Batum is a valuable call who plays his role well.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Passes it to Porter. Green kicks to Porter. The Nuggets with another miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
No answer for Murray from the defense so far. Absolutely ferocious at taking it inside.
Here's George. Zubac. It's good on the putback.
Guys, I'll tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Murray, no good. Clippers leading by 20. Outside, George. They get it back, and Batum kicks to Zubac. Pass to Batum. A 3 from Leonard. George with no one around. Connects from 3-point range. George has got 22 points.
Boy, when George is this aggressive with his offense, it's a sight to behold when he gets rolling. Just get out of the way and let him have the marquee.
Here's Barton. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
And here's George for 3. And it's George again missing. Barton finds Green. From deep 3-point range with the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
George missing again. The Nuggets trail by 19. Here's Ball, and he uses the glass on the layup. Bulls got 9 points now in just the second half.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Clippers.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Paul George.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Murray, good.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Jackson kicks to George. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside for Batum. Right side, George. There's Jackson with the three. Good on the three-point shot. And the Clippers lead by 18.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Murray, no good. Jackson against Murray. Jackson deciding where to go with it. On the wing, Batum. He kicks it to George. So the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.